Hello, assalamu alaikum. Peace to all. We families them na Sierra Leone and around the world. Una kushe, una do. We hope say una all they do well. We can't talk una again today. This now the women's round table. We can't talk. Peace to all. We families echoing. We one can talk about, as always, issues them where they affect we people, where they affect we country. So today, what we want to look at, recently we don't see, they don't do what in them call Remembrance Day, National Remembrance Day, when something where Maada bill been say last year for say starting this year 2026, every January 18 it will be Remembrance Day. And waiting at this Remembrance Day, then say now for let we remember the one them where we lost now the war, and let we remember the war for let we make sure say we as a people and the country we not go repeat the things that we make with that war they happen. But we now the women's round table we find say this now a very very contradictory action we Maada Bio take, because for let you talk say you know one we get war again, now you action now in the show say you know one we get war again. So January 18 have been Remembrance Day. Maada Bio been give speech. We not go into that speech day, but what we want to talk about today now for let we see if Maada Bio not a stranger to the war. Maada Bio been there in the war in a big capacity to the point to say and the other soldier man them then make coup. Tell them then they power for over 4 years before they left that power day or before they kick them out. And in particular power. So not a person where you don't know what in have been this warrior. And at the end of the war, then bring something we then call Truth and Reconciliation Commission. That commission they then put her in place, the international body put them in place so that then go look into what cause this warrior, what bring war as alone. So all the things that way them is saying and cause the war, then put them, they make them list them all for say then thing they are so with the one owner. If then thing they are continue for happen at this country, war will come again. So today, me and my sisters, them, at the round table, the women's round table, we don't care for law, can look at a few of the things, and we're not going able to talk about all the things, then because I believe say it past 10, the things that we then show say now then cause the war. But we don't take the top 3 for law we can't talk about am. Let we see if Maada bill they respect the warnings where the Truth and Reconciliation, the TRC, been tell we. So now that we come for today. So my sister, una introduce yourself so that we go get started.
Hello, Fambude. Mina Khadija, Grandma Khadija. Glad for there. So, and I hope say when I go share this program, so we all go learn together. Because history, if you don't know your history, you're bound for repeating. So by we learning about this TRC warnings, we go help we for avoid problem in Sierra Leone. So I hope say when I go join when I go like and share this program. When I thank you for when I listening ears. And we hope say when I go some of now we're willing when I go join me someday. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Moy.
Yeah, unukabo mifambule. Mina Moy, as now don't know. We don't join una again today for can talk about the good and the bad thing that already happen at the country through Maada Bio in legacy. In bad legacy where it don't face can at the country. As my sister, they don't tell una say this talk we get today, we focus mainly for Maada Bio, the recommendation where TRC been give, if you Maada Bio, they follow them. Or within cabal, when they didn't power, then they follow them. So now that they make we don't can't stay for long can talk on that. Una feel free for una give una contributions there. Because we know say some of una day and that una know better than we. We not get more ideas there. Now waiting day documentary and some of where by the war, we witness her, which we able for talk now, they can't talk now. So una thank you once more for una listening to we.
Una thank you, my sisters there. So before we begin with discussion, we want for let we play a documentary where one we brother been make here in team Alpha Camara. Here in team of other journalists them. Then we make a documentary where them put together all the things that will happen in Sierra Leone between 2018 and 2023, when Maada don dey in power. Maada Bio don dey in power. So for that we kick off with discussion today, we want for play that documentary day because this is now a very, very, very important documentary. This documentary then do a lot of work for make them put them together and then put them together accurately. So we feel say we not go able for can sit down here for tell una everything we don't happen since when Maada Bio don't come in power, we go show say they listen or they respect what in the TRC say leaders them for do. So for let we bring them things and they out. We want for let we play the documentary, let we all sit down and watch them. And then after the documentary done, me and my sisters then we can rub mouths by what we feel say, what we think about what in Maada Bio if you don't respect. So the big question where they wait for dinner, everybody in mind as they watch the documentary. This Sierra Leone National Day of Remembrance here. Yes, now good thing. We not they talk saying a bad thing, now a good thing, but for make it to talk no more, not to that they bring change. Now you action. So we want for ask Sierra Leoneans there, every Sierra Leonean, wherever you are, wherever you day, whether you in the country or you in the diaspora, you day out. We want to let you think about this question, yeah. You feel safe from Maada Bio since the time when Maada Bio don't come into power from 2018 to today, 2026. You feel say they respect the TRC warning, the warnings the way the TRC deal with. We go come and bring them, bring them one, share them warnings and day. But una think about them as we watch this documentary. Thank you. Engineer, please, if we can watch the documentary now. Thank you.
they have been putting pressure to come out and protest. Of course, what happened yesterday was definitely not a protest. It was terrorism at the highest. And the other time it was in Lonsa, another town, and another time it was in Makeni, Tombo, and we've lost lives in most of these instances.
AK-47s, flashball cannons, and even sniper rifles. Heavily armed security forces cracked down on an opposition rally in Freetown.
Here to protest because we want a credible elections. All we are asking for, we don't have problem with the government of the day. We just want a credible election.
A nationwide curfew was imposed in Sierra Leone on Wednesday after anti-government protests turned deadly. Videos on social media verified by Reuters show large crowds of protesters and piles of burning tires. This video, obtained by Reuters, shows what is believed to be a policeman firing a handgun and tear gas.
When supporters of the opposition party All People's Congress APC staged demos accusing the Electoral Commission and its chairman Mohamed Kone of alleged bias in favor of the ruling party.
Critics have denounced shrinking civic liberties under his rule and an excessive use of force to silence protests.
Arrests have been made of some of the youth involved, and we also want to say this is an act of rebellious activities, an act of terrorism against a democratically elected government.
This is Sierra Leone, a small country in West Africa with 7.5 million people. Its citizens have been tested in lots of ways. Civil war, Ebola outbreak.
A dedicated cemetery has been set up where Ebola patients can be buried safely. This outbreak has the highest number of cases and deaths and the widest geographical spread ever known.
Mudslides.
It overshadows any lingering hope for the missing. Mothers and sons, fathers and daughters, hundreds gone. There was nothing to do but dig, however long the odds. A frantic scramble, but it was not the living they rescued, the dead they recovered.
COVID-19 and extreme poverty. But the people remain more resilient than ever before. In 2018, former President Ernest Bai Koroma of the All People's Congress, APC, handed over power to his successor, retired Army personnel, President Julius Maada Bio of the Sierra Leone People's Party, SLPP, who won the elections.
We want to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency, the outgoing President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, who should be given an award for his service to this nation for the last 10 years.
President Bio's New Direction Manifesto promised Sierra Leoneans a better path for governance and development. But in his first 5 years, the country's human rights record has suffered a huge setback. This has been captured in several human rights reports. This is bloody democracy, sounding the alarm bell for victims of human rights violations and their families in Sierra Leone.
Forces cracked down on an opposition rally in Freetown. Days before heading to the polls, dozens of protesters had been calling for the head of Sierra Leone's Electoral Commission to step down.
Just as its title, this documentary is bloody. We use news clips, social media videos, and footage of some of the key human rights violations captured from various parts of the country by eyewitnesses. We also use journalism ethics to capture the realities as documented. Hence, viewers' discretion is advised in some of the scenes of the documentary. My name is Alpha Kamara, a Sierra Leonean journalist, writer, filmmaker, and communications expert based in the United States. President Julius Maada Bio has not been happy with the opposition since he took up office.
And may Ernest no say he is not the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. He is the former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. And if he deserves respect and wants respect, he will come out for hide behind that finger where they pay people for the cause problem there and stand as a statesman. They will call him yes, sir. But if not, when I go here, say yes, the former president. We don't put us on sideway enough for this.
He has also made several statements against protesters and opposition party members during his last 5 years.
Those persons who attacked and killed police officers, their sponsors, and their collaborators will not go unpunished.
The protests are some of the most violent Sierra Leone has seen in its time. The government says the opposition is to blame, but the opposition rejects that accusation. They say the government's bad economic policies are responsible.
There is a political undertone to what is happening. It was not a protest, as you can see. 5 people were killed, hacked to death, and in the crudest of ways.
But the opposition party, the APC,
people
has said that they have had nothing to do with this.
Yes, that is what they would normally say, but almost all of those involved are from the party.
His wife, First Lady Fatima Bio, has also made similar comments.
We believe say anybody when I SFPP na true Sierra Leonean right now. Yes. But we now have a bigger goal.
But Madam First Lady, I will say, may we wash with dirty linens in-house. And some of the things we say will be used against us because they are authoritatively coming from us.
These statements have been attributed to some of the brutal responses against protesters and opposition party members by either security forces or ruling party supporters.
AK-47s, flashball cannons, and even sniper rifles. Heavily armed security forces cracked down on an opposition rally in Freetown.
Unlawful killings, arrest and detention of opposition members, government security excesses, crackdown on protesters have all been rampant during this period. Don't quote me, quote the US State Department report on Sierra Leone in the last 5 years. The report says, among other things, impunity remained a significant problem in the security forces, notably in the Sierra Leone police. Presidential guards have also been part of the problem.
Yeah. See this, I say for Tulungu them all. I say of Bushik. I say I am brush.
Wednesday, April 29, 2020, heavily armed Sierra Leone's presidential guards stormed the Pademba Road Correctional Center in Freetown and opened fire on unarmed prisoners who were protesting their safety from COVID-19. First, a government spokesman said 7 prisoners died after an attempted jailbreak. A month later, the government said 31 prisoners died in the incident, including 1 prison officer. Reports from other independent sources said over 100 prisoners lost their lives in the incident. An independent report from Prison Watch, a local rights group, was never made public because it exposes gruesome details of the incident at the Pademba Road prisons. Amnesty International, in a statement on the incident, said the riots showed that prisoners were becoming increasingly desperate at the government's inaction to protect their right to health. Amnesty added that there must be a prompt, thorough, impartial, and an effective investigation into the reasons that led to the riot and the heavy-handed response from the security who used live ammunition to kill dozens of prisoners. Three months later, in July of 2020, 6 people, including a teenager, were killed and 20 others wounded when police and soldiers opened fire on protesters in Makeni, an opposition stronghold city in the north. Hundreds gathered on a rainy day in the city to protest the relocation of the town's power generator to another town, fearing it will jeopardize the area's electricity supply. The protesters met with heavy resistance from the security forces. When the dust settled, 6 victims were buried in cold blood.
As this evangelism comes, as I see lots of people and then right now will come and witness the 3 body there where this wicked heartless one person bucket on you. Everybody is there, everybody is there. This is the last body. And we all be there. According to 6, the first from Kenya, these are unknown bodies.
The video is not showing.
Hassan is lucky enough to be alive, but was left paralyzed.
They show now.
The video is not showing. Let's let the engineer know it's not showing. Maybe we can stop there for now.
It shows so long, not talk. It play. It's playing. It's playing.
Cancel the license of a mining company, had hundreds of jobs to some of them. They burned tires and blocked roads in protest. When security forces intervened, 2 youth lost their lives in the incident. 3 days later, in Tombo, a fishing town, also in the north, fishermen in the fishing community protested a government measure to reduce the number of fishing boats at sea from 90 to 10 per day due to government's COVID-19 restrictions. The information was not properly disseminated. 7 people lost their lives in that protest from a joint police and military operation.
A nationwide curfew was imposed in Sierra Leone on Wednesday after anti-government protests turned deadly. Videos on social media.
All these events, plus the economic hardship facing the country, forced citizens and opposition members to become more determined to protest than ever before. This was what manifested on August 10th of 2022. Citizens protested the economic hardship and human rights violations in the country. As usual, the protesters met with stiff and bloody resistance from the security forces. Amnesty International collected testimonies alleging excessive use of force by security forces to crack down on protesters in Freetown, Makeni, and Kamakwe in August 2022, in which more than 20 protesters and bystanders were killed, including at least 2 women and 6 police officers. As if that was not enough, 2 days after the riot, an opposition social media activist, Hassan Doumbouya, popularly called Evangelist Samson, was gunned down in broad daylight by government security forces in his hometown of Makeni. His corpse was taken away by the killers. The police in a press release said the youth attacked them and died in a crossfire.
As this Evangelist Samson, as I see lots of people there, and then right now, we'll come and witness the 3 body there where this big guy has just one person coming on you.
But what's the president's view in all of this?
What happened yesterday was definitely not a protest. It was terrorism at the highest. We have a few Sierra Leoneans who live in the diaspora who have threatened to unleash terror on Sierra Leone on several occasions. They will incite unemployed youth on this part in the country. And on several occasions, we've had these episodic eruptions of violence. The other time it was in Lonsa, another town, and another time it was in Makeni, Tombo, and we've lost lives in most of these instances.
Demonstrators had taken to the streets of Freetown out of frustration at worsening economic hardship and a perceived lack of government support.
Shrinking civic liberties under his rule and an excessive use of force to silence.
The bodies of the victims were never handed to their families for burial. They were buried by the government after being kept for over 2 months.
I feel so disheartened, depressed, very unhappy. I'm not happy at all with the decision of the government to then take for keep picking them up to now for 2 months and some days. And now that they cancel the go back, I don't feel happy about that. It caused a lot of trauma. It caused a lot. It make the family just shattered.
Along the lines of this bloody democracy, several government critics and opposition members have been arrested, detained, and jailed. Popular rap musician and government critic Alhaji Ba, also called Boss LAJ, has been jailed for 9 years for robbery and assault. He has denied all the charges. Boss LAJ has been very vocal and critical about government excesses since President Bio took up office in 2018. Opposition politician Mohamed Kamaremba Mansawi has also been jailed for 32 years for having sex with a minor. He has also denied all charges. Female opposition politicians, including Femi Claudius Cole, was also detained for calling on women to protest for their rights.
But I think the women, they're there. They have been pushed to the wall, the woman and they. Then they at a point now where I don't feel to say anybody fit push them any further. The soldier there. Some sit down, then why they film, they say me not for film, I didn't sign meals. Yeah, and there. You see? Yes, he said me not for film. Me not for film. And then I'm your host. Right now, they film for me dining room.
Another female politician who has also been in and out of the police and the courts is the opposition party mayor of Freetown, Yvonne Akisoya. In all these events, the role of security forces, especially presidential guards, in killing civilians and opposition party members has been vital. Even during campaigns leading to the 2023 elections, the forces' neutrality was cautioned. As you have seen already, this event made millions to come out on polling day, June 24th, 2023, to vote. There were reported opposition party voter suppression in ruling party strongholds. For instance, in Kailaun district in the east, the opposition party candidate was left with a broken arm by alleged ruling party supporters. In Bont district in the south, the opposition candidate had to be rescued by security forces on election day for his safety. In Kenema district, also in the east, 3 houses belonging to a tribal headman who has ties with the opposition party were set ablaze. Despite some of these incidents, voting ended largely peaceful across the country. But that peaceful atmosphere transformed into something else when the results started coming in. The ruling party of the incumbent President Julius Maada issued a press release that they have won the elections, even though the Elections Commission had not announced any results yet. The opposition party members also gathered in their office where their leader, Dr. Samura Kamara, was supposed to address them. State security personnel, including presidential guards, stormed the opposition party office as captured by journalists.
The walls of Sierra Leone's APC opposition headquarters riddled with bullets, its floors stained with blood. Hours after the attack, visibly shaken APC members still didn't know what hit them.
Just here on a press conference, and then the next thing we knew, we started hearing firing, and our whole office is surrounded by police and army.
Pictures posted by Freetown's opposition mayor showed a dozen people lying on the ground to protect themselves from incoming bullets.
It was like a horror movie, you know. It was like a doomsday, I'll put it, almost like everybody think that would be the end of it.
Security forces said Sunday they attempted to disperse a crowd of APC supporters who were falsely claiming their candidate Samura Kamara had won the election. But while they claimed to have only fired tear gas, bullet holes still etched into the APC headquarters seemed to tell another story.
An opposition party nurse, Matron Mahawa Dumbuya, was killed in the incident. Her daughter is still trying to come to terms with that gruesome event.
My mom died by the bullet of a gun. She was shot by one of the security officers who were at the APC party office on the 25th of June this year. She was at home that day and she was called upon, according to my dad, that somebody needs help. And she left home on that day and never came back. She died giving help to humanity. And for somebody who has given all her life to humanity, somebody who has diligently worked as a nurse for the government of Sierra Leone, died in such an unfortunate manner, in such a brutal way. The government has said nothing to any family member besides conducting an autopsy. Nothing has been done, not a word from any government official, not the police, not anybody from the government. And this is troubling. How can a government who claims to protect the citizens, who claims to care for its citizens, lack compassion, lacks empathy? It's troubling. And I would like to see justice for my mom. At least somebody should answer for the lives of those lost. Somebody should answer. Somebody should go down. At this time, somebody should have lost their jobs. But it seems as if this too, like all other killings, will go uninvestigated, will just be swept under the rug like nothing happened.
Few days later, the commissioner of the Elections Commission of Sierra Leone, Mohamed Kone, announced incumbent President Julius Maada Bio as the winner with over 56% of the votes on the first ballot.
Julius Maada, having polled 1,566,932 of the valid vote cast, representing 56.17%.
But this is an election where some have expressed concerns over transparency. Bio's main opponent, Samura Kamara, said on Twitter that he categorically rejects the outcome and that the results are not credible. His camp had previously rejected partial results that put Bio in the lead, citing irregularities and a lack of transparency.
The results were criticized by both local and international observers, including the European Union, the US-based Carter Center, the US and UK government, as well as other Western embassies. All of them agreed that the counting was not transparent and fell short of accepted electoral best practices.
International observers and the United States have also voiced concerns about a lack of transparency in the counting process.
The National Elections Watch (NEW), a local elections observer group, also said the same. But some of the observers fled the country in fear of their lives. The main opposition party candidates also rejected the results and urged the Elections Commission of Sierra Leone to publish the results at polling station level for transparency. The commission has not heeded to that call. Despite the huge condemnations of the elections results from the country's key donors and development partners like the European Union, the UK and the US government, to name but a few, President Julius Maada Bio has started his second 5-year term, a term that will determine the country's direction in line with national cohesion, justice and human rights concerns, either for the better or for the worse. As you have noticed already, several protesters have been killed across the country for demonstrating against gross human rights violations or high cost of living. Now, Sierra Leoneans living in the diaspora are also trying to fill that gap to call on the attention of the international partners to do what they call protect Sierra Leone's democracy from the current regime.
A big blessing for Salone. Yeah. You know why? Because today, if not Salone we been there, some of we people don't die. Yes. Some of we people in a box. Exactly. Some of we people in a body bag. Yes. And guess what? Nobody not forever see we body again. We find it. They do thing, when nobody know they talk, it don't pass. Then say they don't pass. Now any single thing we wrong na Salone, we forever for talk we forever for come out and able for talk now we right.
You know, yeah, no.
In the past few weeks, Sierra Leoneans protested in London, Washington, D.C., and Brussels. Already, the opposition party has boycotted all governance activities in the country until their demands are met.
See, I'm fine. Right inside the building. This is in 2018. Then now look at this guy, the guy with the green the cam again. Now zoom am again for you.
No one has been held accountable in all what you've seen in this documentary. Today, on behalf of all the victims of human rights violations, those who suffered in the hands of the security forces, those who have lost loved ones and were not allowed to bury them, those in prison for minor or fabricated charges, those who have been silenced for speaking out, those whose stories have not been captured on camera. I am standing here today to pour libation, light some candles, and call for justice for all of you, from the government, the president, and our international partners. Remember, we all have a responsibility to speak up against wrongdoing in society. It might be you or your family member tomorrow.
Very difficult documentary for watch. We did thank we brother Alpha Kamara and in colleagues then at the Association for Restoration of Democracy for the good job we then do with them put all this, these atrocities together, because where would they talk about remembrance? You're not going to talk about remembrance there. They do the same thing where you be don't do. Where would they tell you say let remember not to do? Anyway, we sisters don't join we. I want to let you introduce himself before we continue. Welcome, my sister.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Me na Susan Williams from the Progressives. Sorry for the past few weeks. I'm not there with the group. I've been go to the motherland, and as soon as I can see, then one day we know me, they know say I look better when I come back because I've been longer good sunshine, and I know say they all the jealous. But one
You
day,
don't
one
get
day,
tan.
we all we all go meet stay. But this way, I just see so anytime where I see this clip or any part of it, it's so real. So it takes you back to the war. It takes you it left a very bitter taste in my mouth. And it make her vex more, which I should do because it shouldn't happen. Anyway.
Yeah, it's very heartrending. Welcome back. We're
Thank
glad
you.
to say you don't come back in one piece. By God's grace. We're glad to foresee you, and we're glad the way you don't join way again.
Yes.
So, my sisters, then I know say this why I touch with all we had. No matter how many times you see this documentary, it'll break your heart each time. And I don't know, really, we are traumatized as a people. We as a people in Sierra Leone from 2018 to now, we are traumatized. And these are the things that are happening. But let we just move on with the discussion. We don't see the documentary. So the question where I get for the rest of we people them, not a one question. The rest of the question where I want let people then keep in mind after we don't watch this documentary. Yeah. Anybody we don't watch this documentary, yeah, you go tell me say Maada Bio, Julius Maada Bio, it they respect the warnings and way the TRC been give. Because waiting we see, we're not there at war, but the images the world don't see in this documentary, it can't like say we there at war, it can't like say the country there at war. For they kill people them like that, like fall. Human life no mean nothing to Maada Bio in government. You know? Fatma Tasawane, Lima, they all been they brag about how they go massacre people them. How they show people, how they show themselves as SLPP or Pauper, you know. But because we not let the program too long, we're not going to go too much into that. But we don't take about 2 or 3 reasons and where the TRC been say now reasons and we make the war happen. So the TRC been talk say corruption and bad governance have been the number 1 reason we make the war happen at Sierra Leone. So my question to my sisters them is this: where would they look at Sierra Leone today? You they see the corruption, the bad governance. I mean, you they see say the corruption and the bad governance we been there before the war. You na your opinion, you they see until then na the Maada Bio government. Yeah, any of una king. Sister Susan, you go start because you just don't witness. You just don't come. So I want to let you start. We
Well,
missed
good.
you, so we want to let you start. So
Okay.
basically, what thing they happen now in Sierra Leone? TRC been say bad governance and corruption now be number 1 reason we make the war happen. You feel say bad governance and corruption not there anymore in Sierra Leone?
Oh, Sister Fatima, let I tell you something. I've been there for the war na saloon. I've been there na saloon. I've been there work na saloon. The corruption we there now and the corruption we been there then na 2 different league altogether. The one we there now, it boku far way past waiting we go through. But we been there and corruption. Wetin when they take and make phone, they call and say, hey, this na suck here with the pan. Now the air self no dey for suck. You know, it guides now. You see, in addition to the corruption and the bad governance, now this killing, now they mona me pass all. We then they kill with impunity. Look, I no go ever get over Evangelist Samson. I mean, it's today in voice they record. Nami yes, today I remember we can drag the word Evangelist Samson. I mean, I feel I'm like for saying I'm born am. And non combrano day, you born picking or not born picking, non combrano day way no go feel Evangelist Samson that. And then I just one. And what I describe for say that all this world they say then killing ya, and they over and above the bad governance where they say cause the war and the corruption. I mean, me I not see any progress from the corruption. It look like it gets worse. Waiting do we know they get action taken where they offend people for be corrupt. Now then they say I see them they sell oats. But as somebody talker, now so them be take Abbas bundu in oats, he not get them back. They get them back. So that would they look see.
But how corrupt people that were corrupt, the most corrupt people that ever in Sierra Leone governance, how then go fight corruption? It's not possible, my sister.
It's not possible. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. Now that make people then they say, well, now we all got this country. Una no go they come, they take what you now what. We self they take. People then they corruption, all thing police or army or you they see people and they set checkpoints for themselves.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, Madam Femi being put a case in point, and thankfully, then dismantle that checkpoint. The way it go, grazingly, people and they ask and they tell them, say, now we self they survive. So waiting again now with the pay tax. They one day they work the pay tax. Then the change will left again. Then for take pay officers and other people. And no, enough for be. And I think to say we self Fatima, we a bit lax burden here. I don't know if not afraid because that then can put per we. If we not talk,
we don't see the documentary. You protest, then kill you. So life precious. So people then they self-preserve. Because people are not they protest now means they peace then at the country. Peace not then at the country, but almost you don't because they tell you picking you boy picking say you get picking and say una no go na street or una no say then go kill una.
Then go kill una or they will pay una for ritual. But I mean if you go there, the people are naturally they are so lovely. Then once they get their ashobi, then get them 2-3 pints, 2-3 occasion, they are happy. They not take much for please, and that's how they say.
At all. So any government way it failed them, now government way
really bad because 2-3 things no more get and 2-3 be out and power, they're okay. Although then something like that's making a take advantage pandemic because if we be more demanding and we hold them to account, well, then go stop. I think go for begin do that now.
Well, this now part of the bad governance because the bad leader will get bad governance. They allow for accountability. Me and you will not get that opportunity there for hold them accountable. Where they tell and say you they fly too much. What do you say? I will continue for fly.
Yeah.
So now the international organizations, the international donors, then now the tame now they tie and down now. IMF don't tell us say you they fly too much.
Yes, I mean
that. But where we be tell listen to it.
All right. That very well. The other day. I mean, it's a shame on himself. Where the people then way put in a power, they don't tell you say, "Bo, don't handle bits from this flag." Before that, you get them back talk. So pass the other person from outside can tell and say, "But no, reduce this." Before you say talk like he was you will consider. Well, me not say like he consider.
Well, now leader way like where the late Maada, God sorry for her in daughter say this now leadership will not get compassion for the people. No. Leadership will not get compassion for the people. Na back talk they give una we una tell and usa una they suffer. Yeah, let's go to my sister Moy. So the question is, where would they look at Sierra Leone today? They see or they see the same corruption or worse corruption and bad governance where caused the war?
Yes, this one is so heavy. Anytime where they update here they come, it reflects we mind back. Because some of who quick in talk not so see we did it, all the problem we go through. Now just a repeated one. Nothing no change. And the bad part of it, the way supports the war for let it take place is still in a power. People in a celebrate with her. What say Maada na a wicked man, na a bad root na a family. Now make I always they talk say Maada they behave like say in papa, they don't whisper na AC na the founder for salon. That the misbehave your mother they do. And people the way they see waiting go through na the war. Today some man they did it so. They amputated one. Some family they don't wipe off, no trace. But yet still, the one they way sit down, then they for that war they go into peace dialogue, everything. Then they did it back, then they celebrate with Maada Bio. Maada Bio cause war. He lie and salon people and say, in Straza not be one piece. He go, he put gun for Maada for Straza for take power. But now the same Maada Bio, they can't tell people and say, let we reflect, we minds them back. For the bad thing we don't happen, we cause the war, no, not one. Maada Bio, you are a disgrace, you are a cost now we country. For let you can't talk, then can't talk, then the election where you thief, not a war you don't cause. Now the same thing where you say let people not do. You come, you thief election. You kill people them. Then they come back and say the people the way they cause that them problem, the way they come for protest, now unemployment people them, unemployment. It's a shame on you, Maada Bio. Unemployment, but that this same one you can't, you lie in the international world. But in an interview, you say the face can change. You get all what it takes for let you come uplift the lives of Sierra Leoneans there. Where is it today? Everything inside Maada Bio in blood. Now a bad roots, bad legacy we Maada Bio don't left at that country day. I wonder who say Maada Bio in picking them generation yet unborn for them go day. Nothing other way Maada Bio don't do that country, the way solve the minds of people, the way they know they reflect back for the brutal war where we don't go through. Maada Bio, you can, you say let people be honest. Let them stand up for talk the truth. But you not honest. You come upon all the lie we don't lie. You come back again, you say, let people can't do remembrance. That's a provocation. That's a cost to Sierra Leone. Me have been talking and say me if I be dead, I dey stone you. Maada Bio, so me go down in jail. I didn't tell you so. Because you too heartless, you did snap the one back where it be say, I don't know who side God creates them. They did that country there, then they attend the program, the way they lie, nobody not get right for snap na salon, for see somebody who don't cause impunity, for can't lie to people then. Una they clap for her. Nobody not able for talk. Maada Bio, they can't lie to people and say, we for reflect minds. Don't do things the way bad. But according to the TRC recommendation, it say we for make sure so we restore justice in the country. Where is the justice today? Then go take elections. Say today will not get the results. You say let the people sit down. When they not talk nothing. You people the way they go conduct the election, the commissioners they come in a public media, they say, I should not call the result no more. You don't push your German there. Anyway, we talk then kill her. And it comes to pass. You're not able to
call people the way they protest for their rights, say they're not terrorists.
Yes. It's not terrorists, it's not unemployment people. It's not the one the way they oversee, now they give it, now they spoon feed them. Are you not a disgrace? Now you come out na salon, you come, you get overseer. You can't seek asylum. You say you get problem like country. Upon all the atrocity we give, Maada Bio, in legacy where it gets, but in family, all the family lineage where they deeper. Now a criminal, now they don't derail the country without this so. Maada Bio, it then now the government, they work as a military man at the government. In broader way now Stephen Bio, now they sell a weapon them. They do business with the government for let them fight together. No knowing say Maada Bio, young brother law, now rebel back. When I put a stand call, so they play on. 2 hours with people that will use them. Then say they way be say will not be get social media like who get us so. What would they tell you now that if you say now lie, people in they lie. In brother when Stephen Bio, they do 2-hand business. And they sell ammunition to the government at the same time, and they sell to the rebellion. How Maada become a father of democracy? Una tell me people then. Maada Bio, you become a father of democracy when you brought the law, then the rebel leader. Then they work with the government. Then they go seek information from the government and pass them because if you don't have the administrative department, you go give all the information. And in those days, let people know when they watch this program, then they can't tell me say a lie, they lie. And somehow they say they don't kill rebel them. Then they mix the rebel them with the ammunition when the government they safe gets. How that thing they happen? Now magic. Maada Bio no honest here. Maada Bio even go against Johnny Paul because he knows say Johnny Paul only gets information about that. He go against and lie to the public say Johnny Paul na in there in connive with the rebel leader when I for the stand call. For them they get real offer. Now Maada Bio na do that. Then Maada Bio can say not to say it happen. Maada Bio na a cost na we country. For then you can sit down, you say let people follow up the TRC. But you not get justice in the country. People are not for talk. And at this the TRC say, we for make sure say everybody feel equal in the country. So then you divide win in the country. Let you support us there, let them not be quiet. Let them go, let them take action, let them misbehave. You go be silent. That means you dey buy the ammunition for face account for destroy the country. You waste instead casting up like a yiba in the downstairs they say. Salon people are the only people who are true Sierra Leoneans there, now SLPP. Not to divide, you can't divide the country. Not to divide, not to that TRC tell you say no, not do. So many people when they watch this program, they not say anything what they talk now. So not to a frame with a framer. That's the reality. Maada na a cost for the country, my sister. Nothing not change. So if you ask me now, this I get for talk first for now. For Maada Bio.
Thank you. Yeah, the corruption and the bad governance is too rampant. It worse than before. Okay, so Sister Khadija, what are you on this corruption and bad governance na Sierra Leone? When na being the number one thing we cause the war, you feel say it don't less now or it don't more from 2018 since Maada Bio come in power?
Now, the short answer, I just get for say right now, me heart still a beat, honestly. I try for cool my mind down from watching that program, and I really encourage Sierra Leoneans from with them. This is the truth. That documentary is very important when we see them. It's very painful, but we need for see them. I know say it's not easy because right now, me heart still a bit. But I want to say, before I answer that question about the corruption and bad governance in Sierra Leone by Maada Bio, I want to talk about this video. This video, we need to talk about them. First of all, when you see even you begin a voice something to you, like I like this or I don't like this, not a right, not a human right. So for people then for protest, you call them as terrorists, unarmed citizens of Sierra Leone, unarmed opposition members killed at the APC office, unarmed, unarmed youth killed, protesters. Who's the terrorist? Sierra Leone, let me ask that question. What are the terrorists? People will not get gone. They just want to say their voice. You kill them, you wound them, you wipe out families. What are the terrorists? If you know the definition of terrorist, who's the terrorist? We need to ask that question. And maybe some of you people
And the sign of bad governance. Sign of bad governance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that killing at that APC office was the last nail on the coffin. That is for make people then fear and afraid and silence. Because what they did, they do unto one of the biggest opposition party in the country.
The main opposition. Yeah.
The main opposition.
Yeah.
In broad daylight. Yeah. Killed an amazing citizen of Sierra Leone. Woman, we don't walk past so many of them. We and respect and dignity in Sierra Leone. Would have killed them in broad daylight just for power. So that was a way to silence people. Because if you, as an individual, poor person in Sierra Leone, you see that they kill kids so much. What single day you not of fear?
So especially where the young people then go on for protest, because most protests then are young people, then they lead them. Yeah. So now the mommy and daddy then go hold them picking and say, we not go. Because we don't see they don't kill Evangelist Samson, they don't kill.
Beside the death of people or the killing of people, is to see that false lady dancing. I don't care what thing they go on. People don't die in Sierra Leone at the streets. Then blood then still not dry it.
Well, now they go no say lunatic they dance. Somebody where lunatic they dance at anything. Somebody where in mind not correct, he go dance for anything.
Khadija, I'm sorry, but anytime where I can see then they dance. So it can turn to me like for say now on top people and blood, then they dance.
Yes, the ritual. It's all ritual. The ritual.
Well, exactly, because thing like that, why not be?
Yeah,
But
I see
you know,
one
and also
Nigerian.
most of them people like that will die. Now because they just be Sierra Leonean, and that's
Yeah.
make it pain me.
Which
And I
kind
inside
of
me
English?
so I know suicide the joy day
On
for
top of
begin
that,
dance.
a woman died, then kill them, broad daylight.
Yeah, now that's them or remand and they tell them, now that then juju man and they tell them, well, you know, this happened now for dance. So
Yeah.
all this false lady in dancing, first of all, in mind not correct. Number two, now the rituals the way then they do. So now the dance, I see one Nigerian, I don't know if the pastor or priest or whatever they call them, they demonstrate them. And I see the movement then way this false lady can make. Very similar to what in that Nigerian man they been they demonstrate, you know, as a part of their ritual, where then they do their ritual.
Yeah, and what, yeah, and we address for the corruption and bad governance. Well, basically the TRC warnings.
Yeah.
It's supposed for help Sierra Leone or what I'm calling self leader or president for make sure say citizens they not go lose faith in justice in the country, opportunities, and also for maintain their dignity as human being. But the opposite, now they go on in the reality that Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
You know, and even in the past several weeks, and this roundtable, this women's roundtable, we don't talk about the corruptions. We don't talk about the injustices from the beginning. We don't talk about all the bad governance. How you get a so-called president who always wanted to be a president, become a president, and then use the country money, poor country, like this brave lady on, is it AYV? I hardly watch AYV, but I had to watch that woman.
Oh, Phoebe and Swill, yeah.
Phoebian. Thank you, Phoebian. One of the bravest journalists in Sierra Leone so far that I know of now. Anyway, the fact that it's a poor country, it compare them. You can compare Sierra Leone to United States where they get their own jets for fly here and there. They don't even fly that much anyway. As
No,
much
right?
as
they will get all the facility. They know they do as much
yeah, I
flying
think
like Maada
even estimate the price of that jet is like over $10,000 per hour. Imagine that. You they use the country money, wait for be for hospitals, wait for be for schools, for education, for so many things, for develop infrastructures, especially in the country. So can you govern?
Yeah.
When you have a wife, because you hardly there, in self with the ambition, it want for manage the ministers. That's not governance. Because if he don't know any better, how are the ministers gonna know any better? You know? So anyway, so you know, for also the impunity and you know the problem with even the what do you call it? The sudden wealth accumulations.
Unexplained wealth.
Unexplained wealth. Yes, suddenly from a president, a bio and your wife then a government home in London.
Government housing, yeah.
Government housing. Now to having
now owner of
homes.
mansions.
Is that how you govern? That's not governance.
Yeah.
You know?
So corruption.
That's thieving.
So the corruption that shows that this kind of corruption we never ever see in Sierra Leone. Because I know be a risk
never.
You
go buy mansions anywhere, nowhere. We never heard of us stealing money.
If they pay wife when they live comfortably in the United States of America, if they pay an income, people that when they sleep in a panhouse, then they take Okada and go up to that parliament and clean the toilets. They didn't even get paid, you know?
So he fired them. In fact, he fired them. He fired a whole lot of them low level. He fired them.
See?
Meanwhile, in wife we know they work in the parliament, they on the payroll. They
You know
get top
the
notch
of Sierra Leone.
salary.
You get money from Sierra Leone as a laborer, when in fact that's thieving. It's not governance. So that's what I can say about this for now, because my heart still a bit, honestly.
I know. If yeah, it's really, you know, this not a governance. Waiting Maada bio in Kabal Deep and right now, we're not going to call on governance at all. So the question where I ask, it's plain and it very, very equivocal. Yes, Maada bio, if they do the worst, things that will be happen, the corruption and the bad governance will be happen, will cause the war. Maada bio, they do the worst.
People.
Okay, they do the worst. Because now the fact say people they're not they protest anymore, not means a peace then at that country day. Sierra Leone is a very fragile state. Sierra Leone will explode any minute, any day, any time. But in happy because he get the one that will get the gun where they send for go shoot people them, you know.
Yeah, get the drugs money.
Yeah, they get the drug lord the way now they supply them, you know, some of the money. The one way not thief now with central bank, the drug lord the game. So now we go to the item where I feel say we for discuss now. So when the TRC also talk say in one Sierra Leone say the TRC commission then final report. Then one Sierra Leone say unemployment, lack of education, skills, and lack of opportunity for the youth them was also a major part, it played a major role for let the war happen at Sierra Leone. So as we see today, what did they happen to the youth? Okay, thousands of the youth that the unemployment is so high. Na Sierra Leone right now, and we see the drug addiction. So yeah. You una go, my sisters, I want let una tell me if una go say about this particular warning here, where the warning say let the government or let the country not allow the youth them for they let them desperate. Okay, so waiting with the see now, you feel saying that the kind of desperation where been there where caused the war or expect for this particular warning here.
Okay.
If you care
if I can start,
yes, please.
The unemployment way no they now one thing, because you know first time before the war, because now the war before the war and now we they compare. Yes, unemployment been there, but not so like how we dey so now. I mean, we've been get a whole Wellington industrial area where thousands and thousands of people been they work, because we've been get flour mill, Total Park, knitting mills, NASCO, all that area. There's also factories them been there. Almost factory they now. Brewery, and I doubt if brewery they produce as much as them they produced before. So even the government office staff past where then they patch they make appointment every week just so that people then go get employment. So it's worse. It's far worse than it used to be before the war. And now one other thing they fail for realize also not so much the unemployment. People are not employable.
Exactly. Yeah, because they don't get skills.
They not get better skill. They're not. I mean, half of them. I know
not
they
get
say
skills.
Sorry, make a not knock people then down. Plenty of them. Then go by results.
Yeah. Now the opportunity, my sister, not so you they knock them down. Now the opportunity where they not get.
Yes,
not to they're lazy or they don't want to do them, but they not get the opportunity for let them get the skills and where the job market go need.
Exactly. And even let's discuss them. Even the work protocol, they not get them. Say because they say for start work 9 o'clock, then go they get them foot at past 9, 10, they go work. Before you
they not get good role models and they you know the only people the way that they see now that if Maya, they're politicians,
they're not
the role models.
Not employable. If you get your money now where you don't save now America, you say right. they can't start a factory now. Half of your money now on staff day because alter they want after them for come work on time. Alter they go come with excuse say no, me granny be sick. Some people and they me don't witness where somebody don't is how I been they work. It don't apply for loan for pay in mama. In all these 2 years, it say mama die back. Now so although yes,
Corruption don't take
exactly.
over the whole
Although yes,
country.
if he gets a get out, he say, oh well, not so in real mama, now in step mama, So I mean, but then thing and they can happen. You spend all your time, they run after workers them where you for take be otherwise productive. So the unemployment then the unemployability is FP. Where we get for now 2-prong attack, we get for bring that section the streets.
That unemployability, my sister, I know companies then where international companies then where they operate now Sierra Leone. Then they bring then they go hire young people then from Ghana, Nigeria, bring them can work in Sierra Leone.
Yes.
I get a nephew where they travel all the time. They go, because they say they're not able to find the skill.
No.
Meanwhile, law they always say the local content law they always say them for employ, but if they don't justify, say they're not able to find employable people then at the country, then they not to the law then break. We are not give them the people the way they need, so then go able to go bring people that workers then from outside the country. So now that they happen, yes, Mrs. Tamoy. What do you say about this youth, the desperation now among the youth in Sierra Leone?
Yes.
And what thing that my sister don't say about the unemployed, the lack of skills?
Yeah. Like how we talk, we say focus on the recommendation because now all this creates the world where we they into. That the same thing that you don't spread out because if they can know how to do lie, they propagate things the way say it is not real. They take AI pictures then they print them up and down, take people away not qualified because of tribal hate. Now the problem is, so I go say Sierra Leoneans then they were not qualified because one work with opposition. And Maada Biose can tell the public say in anybody will not join her for thief, for lie, for rape, they work with that. So now it make Maada Biose on against the oppositions then. All the one the way they say then any other political party where they in bed with Maada Biose, and then they put you for they work with them. So now that make the employment rates it don't become more tedious for the country because the people that had go work, the one the way get the know-how for let them find way where they go strategize, get company there, be transparent or whatever. You don't sideline them all. You don't judge some. You don't make some people not run away to the country. Our investor go come to the country where they say anything ever do with transparency, it is beyond their control. The woman I don't can say he can put her now as vice. Then the vice one where people for look to as they allege in a drugs to the control. In all get time. So the first kind of drugs for let be brother and sister then partake into her so that not able to forget anything. Because if you don't smoke, don't forget it down. I got I get so food. I go come out of rice. So that's the problem. Then as even alleged right now, the Peace Commission where we get that salon. How all NCS will be transparent when they say about justice, for let justice come, peace go day, unity go come, I go come, where allegedly then they tell we say the chair first when our Samal that it day in bed with Ben Kefala. When I in at the auditor, where for Andrew with funding, how the corruption they go in line. As there na a Facebook platform from Mr. Lai. And he even come out for say if he deny, he go face cam picture for her. Where he gets now in office. So how you expect for the transparency of how the economy they go in the country. So all the money when they thief now, Ben Kelfala in there now, He don't go all the commissioner now where they talk about peace that the country will no say, all them fear when they do it not good. Now he in bed with her. So I go talk. Now I make no justice, nothing in that country because they all don't pass behind one another. Will not get justice. When it turn around, they say Maada Bio, he loves to the high authority. The high authority, they back when they when I demanded now, they said they pass and sleep with two sister, they give them belay, then they deny. So everything just mixed up. What I want to say, Maada Bio, he get bad seed inside him. So this is the problem with the face of the country. Now make nothing, absolutely not a function. How do you expect investor for Canada country for let it make sure say waiting it demand for the qualification where it demand for let it can invest the money, it will be truthful, it will be fruitful as well. When Maada corrupt, it don't get drugs dealer, it don't at the country. Maada not can't deny. Maada can't tell the people and say, one of the cause no, it's not saying go solve the problem because then people are they get money. Any drugs where they operate in the country, now money, as they get money, it will be difficult for them to pull out. Not a shame for all those utterances they for come out na Maada Bio in months. When people are uprise, you tell them not uprise. But according to the TRC, say information say every human being within the country for get dignity. Even if the person commits a crime, that person therefore come into justice. But today under Maada Bio in watch, where it accuse you for say you commit a crime, the name face you come for let can be into questioning. The next thing that for intimidate you, kill you. If a possibility day. Maada Bio they lie. Today, what they tell una last week with the program, I tell una say God will punish a lucky from the bishop. All in people away come out from opposition and this and go join Maada Bio for lie, for fiscal impunity in that country. They all go disgrace. Alpha Can the disgrace you don't begin fiscal so. Thing today, I be the watch how they go walk. Where Alpha Can openly they say Maada Bio they lie. It say Maada Bio they lie. Maada Bio can tell the public say they secret now not so true. So may you not say
wow, this is news to me.
Yes, I watch her. It is yes. Go away, don't go check in news. I mean they come now listening to her.
Can you imagine man like Alpha Can where Alpha Can where they lie now like the chief of liars now that country they call you say you not liar. Maada Bio you done.
Alpha Can where they lie. If Alpha Can don't lie, telling television is sleep inside water. Now then they na in can't snap now today because the player they don't catch her.
Wow.
Alpha Can say Maada Bio they lie. And I be telling her. Yes. Yes. And I be telling you, I say Maada Bio is a liar. The thing where Maada Bio they can't lie say they see friends now for create some kind of panic.
You got people the way one kill.
Yes, and that's what I say Maada Bio they can't sack people because you know say the people they don't tire with them and they can't kill. They can't cause another quick game. So now he make Maada don't sit down, he don't form this one. Alpha can confirm his statement, say not true at all. Say Maada Bio they lie. Say Maada Bio not lie. I mean Maada Bio lie because no rest, no loss. He say who say no? He no. He not the spokesman. And then say if you don't get all in files together for no saying yes. Anytime when they come in for an interview for this place, I will explain exactly what to make it happen.
I man, they not compare notes. I man, they not they compare notes. Me and you, where we talk the truth, whether we compare notes or not compare notes, what here they say, now you self go say because now the truth now with this, the truth in not get alternative, but the lie man they get alternative lies. So when this telling you, this why I self go telling you. So at the end of the day, they can contradict each other.
It's a public disgrace, yes. For let Maada Bio go say that the son and make development for day. We brother and sister there, they don't suffer. We they advise to youth there, may they abstain for past the Maada Bio where they go with in Beki food in the fast. Let them not go bien now. May they left for go bien Fatima. We pass and that start Maada Bio. If tell we say in go fly. Wait, not say in papa. Where I know Maada Bio, I wonder if papa na born now. And they tell you now, Maada Bio so that papa na fen and go fen and face and kind see nothing a paramount chief because Maada Bio gets a bad blood in his system. Maada Bio they come, they tell me say could be honest. Me now that word there, now in the pain me today, tomorrow it will continue for pain me. Maada Bio let salon people are honest. Where we abstain from things the way they face car one we can't see.
Yeah, you know, sister, all that talk the way Maada Bio they talk, not to Sierra Leoneans they talk, not to we they talk for. They talk then international donors them.
Yes.
Because we say one go big money. Because if you really want to talk to with people there, you go talk now with language, now a language where they understand, where people then they understand. So now that's it can make them talk there, then be big talk there, not so for we, because it knows it towards the people themselves in wicked, now very wicked mortal man to the people them. So in order even talk to the people. Maada Bio they talk to the people. All them then speeches there, so what they quote. Now to the outsiders they talk, not to we they talk to.
Yes. So now when I would tell say Maada na a bad cause here in woman. Now a bad cause now we can't see. If you Maada they can't say we select people and be framed for do bad things. Men and not do things we go face kind problem. Now it make them select people and go to election. They go to the ballot, you vote, and choose the possible candidate. Maada Bio would have choose you. Nobody not choose now the country. They come
up to choose them. I'm gonna vote for them.
Yes.
Vote now matter.
If you like say you na a democratic leader, who that puts you the Maada Bio? You cause trouble at the country. You see for election where you don't cause war per week. When anytime I remember that they pay me where I watch this video and not able for all myself. Because with people that went through this kind of difficulties, they die. You they die, you they see so you they die. You know able forget your loved ones for let go able for let they go even rescue you. Who went through all that day. Past them can't say they don't keep person. People and die without any justice in the country. There's no forget. More make peace back. No world come together. You come back again. You do the same thing. People more than what don't happen.
Yes. Now this now they the wickedness.
More than what don't happen. The people and they didn't expect better. But God in Hammer go before you now. You bishop they see. Now make us say religious leaders. I'm disappointed in any religious leader within another country. Because they are a disgrace of the country. They put us as a religious leader for Leone go able for mediate the country when people in they do bad. Why una the religious leaders there? Una don't become dumb. Una don't become selfish because of greed.
The Bible, the Quran, where they say then they read, they tell them say you know for tolerate oppression.
Yes.
Both the religions, where now the major religions then Christianity and Islam, not allow for them una sit down, una they see oppression una out. Religious leaders then they crawl for Maada Bio and wife. Then they crawl and groan. Then when they wait they say that religious leaders there. The rest of them they don't take them out, they put her under themselves, they sit down on them. So where things they go wrong in the country, where you see oppressive leader like a Maada Bio, where you see wicked leader like Maada Bio, it is succeed in wickedness and in oppression. Now because the religious leaders they don't shut their mouths them, the opposition is weak, and the rest of the population then they in fear. You know, the one they wait in them pockets, they will say then they get penny. Of course, then they want protect the penny where then they get. So they're not go able for they're not they talk. So now this now they happen at the country. So not to Maada Bio angry. Now all that we are so they don't combine for gang up against the poor people of Sierra Leone, for gang up against the disadvantaged people in Sierra Leone. So this now war not mean say where this person take gun, this person take gun, then they shoot each other. No, this is a form of war with people then they under siege right now. With people then they Maada Bio don't declare war on with people then. War for say they're not for protest. Like in the documentary we see sister when I believe say Nyamakoro Silawe it talks say protest now we right. Every Sierra Leonean for belief say protest now we right. Because even 1 year, I get 1 year old pikin, if you dey feed her something where you no want, he go protest. He say you no want. This is human nature. So you don't care, you said, waiting now we basic human rights. We not for exercise.
Yes.
Wherefore say, you not leader, you the oppress we. We have something to say to you. You say we not for talk am. You go to jail people then, you they kill people then. So this now a very wicked human being where it gets it don't shut up all the religious leaders, they don't shut up all the what in them call stakeholders in the country. We're supposed to stand up for disadvantaged people.
Yes. And Madam Khadija, like when you measure up now, and they ask this salon people, like, Maada bio don't can't tell enough for let you reflect your mind. For not prevent waiting me don't happen, we cause the one and we consider not repeat itself. Then say this election we don't pass, Maada not win. Nobody not win. Not reach to the threshold where they expect. But Maada imposing self. This is not too late for Sierra Leone alone and uprise for that. Every political a politician where they, any political leader where they supporters, you get rights for stand now, for take that mantle, for tell Maada say this is enough, it is enough. Because now this same thing they tell we say, una go into election, una choose who that una want and call out the result. The result has not been implemented. Now they say tripartite. Why the recommendation is still holding up? The people and they would say it is done and dusted. It is a disgrace. It's a shame for Leone they say this. Because let me tell you about reflect on my mind there. When you first time in me peace here. Not the same thing here, so but all of them don't kill people there. They say let we reconcile. Go sit on a table with the rebel. They make peace. For let we avert all these things. So now somebody when I don't go into this battle, he say, I don't want the life of my people if I go back. For prevent what thing don't happen, let not happen. Not go into peace. So why make we not for uprise when this implementation take place?
Yeah.
We go make sure say transparency come, but everybody the defense of that. They say, oh, it done and dusted. Do you guys think Maada bio it will be relent on 2028 coming?
No way.
You guys agree?
No way. No way.
Now everyone should uprise. Take the baton that you earn. You are a Sierra Leonean. You get right for defend your rights. Come out and talk.
And what is so amazing?
Maada bio.
Sister Moe, what is so amazing about this tripartite? Small bubble. Small bubble. What in I name self? Senge.
Yeah.
Small Senge. Now they control the whole APC about this tripartite.
Yes.
They say na in pick for the committee.
Yes.
I mean, it's a disgrace. I know say the engine where they behind Senge, na Maada bio. Maada bio is the engine behind Senge. Of course, yes, we know that. But for goodness sake, who say you right there? Who say you get you small legal power at least? Stand up for yourself. You know, as opposition, stand up for yourself and demand what your right is and demand what should be coming to you. But then left and get this boy and then they control all things.
Yes.
So
Madam Babi,
we get faith in this tripartite.
Yeah, Madam Babi.
Yes.
I not cut you what the reason why we need to remind people them because by the land they say we get PhDs there, we get all the MM, all the grades, all the PhD you think of. Then at the political party na APC where the Christman only get the sense man, everyone and they. But sometimes maybe they forgot. The reason why Maada you know will ever appear when they say and they're calling for a meeting where go justify the right cause of Mama Salon for let it go take its baton. Maada they appear there because Maada they always reflect in past. This is the same way Maada lie. So Straza said they get an urgent meeting. That was the end of Maada Straza in legacy. So always the image Maada they use that strategy there. But then they forget. So I want me people to reflect on my mind because now you guys are landed people. Una get all the qualification that requires. Leona snap and fit. But all the lawyers, they say me a lawyer, this me a lawyer, that. What's not the
anything where you learn at this world there, anything where you learn, whether you get PhD, you get you know, lawyer or you get a medical doctor, it no matter for say you get that title unless you apply them. If you don't apply, you are not what you say you are. If you,
but that's related to the governance.
You know they apply what you learn or what you supposed to don't learn for applying to the realities them of the country, to the realities them of the people, then you are really not a lawyer. Then just
doesn't that apply to the failure of the governance of this regime? Because if you gets what's his name? David Senga?
Yeah.
Senga, where he act like a puppy dog around Fatima Bio.
Yeah.
How can you send him as a head for such an important, very critical
Well,
matter?
now because it belittle it belittle APC. It tell because just like I been Timab they talk
Go
say
head on with Dr. Samura. You know?
yeah, Ingo treat EBK as Bobo, Ingo put
Yeah.
in a tight place. So now that kind of language, now that kind of mentality they gets to us for Bobo them. So
Yeah,
they
and
do that for
another-
Bobo them. So they
another
send
failure
Bobo
of
for deal with
governance.
them instead of in deal with them. Because
Yeah, another failure of governance relating to David Senga is the fact that David Senga has never managed anyone in his life. Then he therefore will manage people that
But
were
just come out school, oh, he just come out, yeah, he get
people
PhD,
that
but he just
Yeah.
come out school. No, he not manage nothing, no
Ministries.
business, no nothing. Just can be head of
Yeah,
the country
instead of
like
we
that.
go, we
So it's just
have
for manage Mami Fatima because now they take care of mother and food.
yeah, we get victims. Yeah, we get victims of the
But that's
war.
it. We not see it because mother they limp. If he they manage that one day, mother no go limp.
But for them, nothing a failure there because mother and food say no for manager good lay work at fine.
Yeah, if you not make better prosthesis for them, then you know it fail at that too. So you not qualify. Madam, you not get nobody in administration will qualify. Nobody.
So what's the essence of being paid or having that privilege to be in the governance when in specialize in something where the country need, when so many victims, even
And
babies,
the uselessness of what he, what he
babies
go
were
learn.
amputated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I want to answer this question whether BO cares about the TRC warning regarding youth.
The youth, yeah.
The answer for that is a big no. Why? Because youth are still vulnerable to crimes, drugs, and human trafficking. And what this question remind me of is what happened to youth them during the war.
Yes.
They were given drugs.
Yeah. And because they've been desperate, it's been very easy for recruit them.
Yes. So I mean, many were kidnapped anyway. So what is this pattern of what happened during the war and it happened now? Because I just wonder, why is this so similar?
Yeah, because Madam Farija, let answer you that because mother came to revenge. He came for revenge for him brother. Law we don't cause one at the country when I for the Sako. He say na APC and then killer. He come out, he came for revenge. He say because in brother we been said ammunition between the rebel and the Salon government then kill him. When I'm Stephen Bio. So he get them grudge and grievances then in he acts. But that make it come.
It really possible. It's quite possible saying that because somebody not go is so wicked to people that will not do nothing. What is Salon people that do matter be way so wicked to them?
Why the same pattern? That's the question. Why are we seeing the same pattern? Why are we seeing the same results regarding you?
And not to say this na possible way no know what be happen. He was involved in the war.
Was involved.
Yes, and he was also involved in the TRC process because the TRC, from what I understand, that give Maada Bio amnesty for let it able for even go contest for because they say now for forgive and for move on. So that's what brought people like Maada Bio because Maada Bio way cause coup na what's in them called treason.
Yeah,
that treason act crime. So Maada Bio, somebody we don't involve in coup, enough fit for like it can contest and run and become a civilian president.
Yeah.
But do you know many Sierra Leoneans don't know they don't know that? Many Sierra Leoneans they don't know that fact?
Well, I believe say most Sierra Leoneans they know say coup makers them na then are the terrorists them. Coup maker, any coup maker na treason. You know, na a treason crime, a crime, a capital crime against the state. So somebody who don't commit such a crime twice, he commit them twice, he not do one once. Here in colleagues and do them, then in can again do them by himself. That kind of person they will not can make him president. So it's no surprise that
yes, they make it repeat and back it one 3 times now. Yes,
Yeah,
this is the
in
first
the time
round.
we're not able for do and by ammunition, you
Yes.
can do it now by election.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
So now in third June, I do so.
Fatima, I think to
Yes.
say what we go find say happen is that then first two couldn't they a lot of the people that will vote for them, they're not been there alive, they're not been get sense. That's in the
Wow.
so the lie where them feed them,
Yes.
they use for votes for for go vote for them because me they talk to
Exactly.
them and then they say, oh, now we
Exactly.
got a chance. APC don't do 10 years, so now end of
Yes.
it then turn and this man a young man like a we serve, now youth man like
Yeah.
a we serve. So now that's time them feed give them. Now
And
that's
this
Madam
the
Susan,
lie
that,
where them
that's
vote for
lie,
them.
the lie again where they say Maada Bio na the what
Part
in
of
the call
democracy.
democracy.
No.
According
That's
to
not true.
what I read, what in Strasser say, the election they be don't make dates say then they do election. Maada Bio be feel say Strasser one run as civilian. Strasser one for make a run now the next election.
Yeah.
Because you know one let Strasser run, so now that make it go do that coup day for house of the way so that in go there in line for be the person where go contest.
Yes.
But I believe that the international community
this
don't allow
from
am for
with
doing.
Sierra Leone, we need to be serious about our history because if
Yes,
you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it.
but
This
to
is
repeat
exactly what's happening.
exactly. Yeah, and like Sister Susan said, the Gen Z they don't know this history. We been there
No.
alive, we
Yes,
witnessed some. We were
exactly.
all affected in so many ways. But the one that now, the young people that now don't understand. So what it matter beyond then the narrative where then they give them, now that then they take. And I not believe say really in the schools, now this Sierra Leone education system, I not think that then they teach history, I not think that then
And
they
European
teach
history, they teach. I
the
remember that.
history there. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sure if they get any
Propaganda. Now
history book,
propaganda then they
if
show
they
Yeah.
you.
get any history book, who say Maada Bio in story day, I'm sure they go paint her in this false narrative say now him bring democracy in Sierra Leone.
Of
So
course.
people then they follow a false prophet. People then they follow somebody where everything where they say it based on lies, it based on fabrication. You see, so my sister, the law will move on quickly to the last part of the of what our law will address today.
I know.
The TRC also say the he warned the Sierra Leone government for say we for be careful, not let the government not weaken the democratic space. Okay, the democratic space. We know what's in the democratic space for the freedom of speech, the freedom for protest, the freedom for let you form party, let that party they let you self contest na election. The freedom for now that's what they see today for and so what in the danger what would they see today now the Maada Bio regime where it concerning this democratic space here, this warning here where TRC give to we for say the democratic space for be free and fair and peaceful. What would they see today? Let we all just take two
Yeah,
minutes.
okay, let me start with that. Number
Yeah.
one, like I've been saying, the shooting at the APC office
Yeah.
during the election time was the last nail on the coffin. That
Yeah.
is to silence everybody, to see
Yes.
that in broad daylight.
Yeah. And don't forget, Maada Bio also top am up for say if you so we go meet up with me bullets.
Yes.
Yes, he
And the
said something to
hyena
that.
ruthlessly, irresponsibly threatening lives, and in statements them. And maybe the others then they do it secretly, and then they even kill secretly. But I think the danger that this regime is increasing poverty, corruption, political exclusions, and unfairness, politics in the justice system.
Yeah.
No accountability. The first lady, it thief money, it cyberbully, even ministers at the regime.
Yeah.
Away with
They
them.
call them dogs. Yeah.
More impunity, only for them, exclusively for them.
Yeah.
And I also think Sierra Leone government, it failed for protect citizens from day one. I mean, like you, somebody mentioned a 1-year-old, not even a 1-year-old, baby crying is an expression.
It's protest.
Yeah.
Now protest.
Yeah.
Where you
Never
get
WhatsApp.
something for it, you say I don't want. Now protest. This is
If
human
you
nature.
have a WhatsApp, it went means change the
Say
diaper.
police diaper me. You know? Now protest.
That's the wet diaper. Much less.
Yeah. But today,
Citizens.
full grown people in Sierra Leone cannot
Yes,
protest.
responsible Sierra Leoneans. We want express. If anything, you can learn from waiting and the sick. But since you silence them, you're not gonna learn. That's why
Not
we
gonna
give
learn.
them
Of course, you're
permission.
not gonna know what in if somebody not tell you, we say, you don't step na in toe. You not tell you say, hey Paduya, you don't step on me toe, come up on me toe. You go there for that toe, they take that toe rotten. Eh? Now that they happen as alone.
If you want to be a parent, a mother or father, you get Pekin. You know when the Pekin say anything about what you like or not like, then you
Or what
never
did they
get to be a
suffer? What did
parent.
they suffer? Forget about liking. What did they suffer?
Yes. What did they feel? If
Yeah.
the place too cold, if
Right.
it's too hot.
It's so hard. Yeah.
So if you want to be a parent and you just slap and beat and shoot while the ones that shoot them on the street, that means you're not fit to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maada be all them 15 bastard picking away it gets. I don't know if na so they treat them. All them picking away don't burn the street. Now so they tell them, where they say, hey daddy, I don't want this, now this I want. Now slap it, they slap them. When I feel say na slap it, slap them, say come up before me, like how they do with we on picking them as alone.
Yeah, the most remote places in the world, people they know their rights. They want their dignity. If you don't have it, people have it. So don't take it from them. You don't if you don't maintain their dignity as per TRC, then you're not fit to be a leader.
At all.
Right.
So that's all I can say.
Yeah, Sister Moy.
Yeah.
You have the floor. 2 minutes.
Yes, ma. Okay, ma. Just waiting at the stay here. Maada Bio, waiting it don't make love is see and no say it don't follow up with the recommendation. For let it make a citizen for left in country out of fear for stand up for their rights. Because even the constitution of Salon say you get rights, the government has right to protect every Sierra Leonean. Do not say we don't win election, even when you don't thief the election, when you like coup d'etat, you don't thief the election. That doesn't mean say you for chase people out of their home. Maada Bio, this TRC will not follow up. It don't show opening at the world say, you know they follow around, you know get respect for that. Now it don't make in citizens that don't left the country, including a former leader waiting at the country. Now that it don't put at the country for make everybody afraid. Now the first bad legacy that the way Maada Bio set, it makes sure say go after opposition, chase them out, you wait up and put in a jail. When at the Macaulay they can't talk say every citizen has the right to protest. Now their rights, they all and put on a cell. Just to let them use people left. So now the legacy this Maada Bio don't trace. The bad legacy we don't left in order for follow up any constitution that the country. Everything it don't wipe them off. Now I they tell Miss Salon people waiting at parliament, the parliamentaries there. Una go sit down, let Maada Bio wash una face them from don't come up. Una not open una face, let una put una glasses that una can wear. Una sit down, let them Maada pass bad laws there. Una say, let's just do what we can have power, go pull them. It's a shame. Una open una eye. Now this I want to say, una say, Maada not get absolutely nothing where it don't make possible, and that's all they for let it become reality. The only thing that for let it fly, it fly in two things where empana for go and give a leg. Now that no more than the qualification that they will get for we. Now that no more want to tell my brother and sister.
Thank you, my sister. Sister Susan.
Yes, ma'am. 2 minutes too short for me, but I go cut time.
Try, do your best.
First of all, this shrinking of political space. Now, with me find out say, the past regime, the government had been there before them people account 2018. They did a fantastic job. We have to say it. They did a fantastic job. And even though
Any of waiting they happen now at all.
yeah, I mean, they widened it. We had more political parties. We had more radio stations, more newspapers, more, you name it. We had a lot more of them. So that is widening the political space. But I find out, say, then we want this new dispensation now. Then we want to say we can do better. So they removed that seditious libel law. Where I don't know exactly how to explain that, but anyway.
Cyber.
Now I talk say they replace her with the cyber, but in my view, the cyber look was past the seditious libel law, because the cyber very easy now for gonna people them Facebook accounts or the YouTube account or the TikTok account and pick up things there and then go decide whether or not is that seditious libel or not. So that one they then do a very very bad thing, because now people them they want the way forbid the true journalists then now the journalists and now paper they know they write
journalists they're not they talk anymore.
they're not there again. So that shrink and non shrink that particular estate as they call them the fourth estate. Now shrink and non shrink and they so political parties now we all the answer yes sir. Well, not so we all, but most parties they answer yes sir to them. So basically, we not get a proper political system. So they don't
because we not get
completely
so
think
basically now one party system we get now the country right now.
Exactly. So in fact,
because
and one thing I
even
think
in parliament, then they don't, because of the PR system.
Yeah.
They're able for put SLPP get 88 or 81. Something like that. 80 something members of parliament, while APC only get 44. So how you go call that? Then there's no balance there.
There's
no balance. So anytime they want for put something,
make I say that political space they get long.
It tight, yes.
It tight. But I'll tell you something. One thing where people are always remember and people for know, we when even just kind of power, we been there as COP, which is different from APA. APA, All Political Parties Association, COPNA, a consortium of progressive political parties. Now, we've been in a COP because we've not been they see eye to eye with APA, a non-legal organization, or they we na APA. Now just the political parties they no more decide for come together and form that group. But we normally see, because as far as we were concerned, they were yes sir men, going around to people. I mean, as late Prince Coca say, but they go take one bag, and not so that will be there about. When we form COP, when this Mr. Maada will come, we made so many attempts for go welcome them, talk to them, introduce ourselves to them. Then also we write. We make sure say they sign for the letter for the second time. Then we form a delegation for go to them, for go deliver yet another letter. It's where they pass we. Now that streets for go up, for go deliver and state out. I mean, they were very physical with us. They not agree, let me pass. So in the end, I think Madam Cole and I think and Dr. Brighter then two bingo go deliver the letter and gate. Not even an acknowledgement, but we made the effort, for EPAM for keep the political space going, even if not widen them. But he turned it down. He just treated us like non-entities, I would say. So basically, no, he not tried aside the political space. So if we can see say or see the exact propositions the way the TRC make, we not see any better.
Yeah, then give about I think say 10 warnings. Now because we not get time. Now then 3 I will take.
I know.
But if we get for go into the rest of them, we go see say then one and they say Maada will not get respect for any of them.
Yeah.
You not get respect for any of the warnings. Even though it be one of the reasons for these warnings.
I mean like how we talk inside this program. It's not like for say it been come with any intention for kind of do something better for the country. It's like as soon as say, as people in the talk say na revenge even
Yes.
cancer.
Yeah, now
It
you
looks like,
said,
yeah.
like how
Yeah,
we bought and talk
Totally.
and say nightmare. Yes,
yes.
my mother be fiscal for all Sierra Leoneans thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like na that. So me, oh, na so it look.
Yeah.
As if to say, una they talk on your own. Me know what me come for, and it don't show me waiting he
Yeah,
come for.
but at first time we been talking. They say mother come for kill all oppositions there, leader there. Now it is run after them. They will sit down, will be the clap, will they make and say, oh, now just talk, now talk. Everything about Mother Bio, it begin to have small. All leaders, the way no say, they get voice na the country. For let it show say, that's what they do, Lord life partner. So if I cannot talk, say Mother Bio, they lie for bag of rice. So it need investigation. That means all the coup them, I say they go confess. God go unlucky them from in bishop them, the imam them, the whosoever religious leader within that country, the Papa God, where they see this impunity, they go on, you know, get mind for can't tell Mother Beyonce, what they do it bad. If they sit down, if they take with resources there. People they suffer, then they go pay offering, then they use that offering they go be sickness at their belly, they go confess and then say that they grave step, they go confess. Some of them, then they grave, they go snap back, they go say, how they go, pastor confess. By God in power. Alpha can, you never forever get peace under this song. Una no longer forever get peace. Because una fix this alone money, una come back, una turn against people. If una get problem with people, una go amenda. Una can make the salon people suffer impunity today. Now they're ready for confess. I see the confession don't begin cancel. You go can't tell me about that coup. That coup where people die, 60 days, some people in jail, some man don't run away because of this bad legacy of you. You sit down, you work for 10 good years. You know, can't tell me say that post today it be bad. Una all how they call themselves? This man here, Victor Foe. I see you don't mute so. God go continue for make you mute. Una all go be exposed. You sit down, you see for resources, then you come back after 10 years.
He brag about her. He come, he say, they eat money no more.
I mean, they use money free. If the mother not corrupt, by then 10 years old, he don't put it. But what the mother do? Mother make sure say he use opposition there against themselves so that he go get strange for let he life and next. You don't say this na coup d'etat, this na this, so that he go hold them. But now all mother be go left funa. Now na beg them. Una go toilet and piss for una self. My God in power. For that bad legacy una don't make let mother be jail una bad. That no more. That's what you do. Everything. What they tell us, so my sister, Mother Bio, a do a startup, a beginner first, where a Palo Conte, the Ola, because you know, say Palo Conte, a been farm with the youth. He said this time for life and say, a can't kill me. He succeeded.
Everything Mother Bio they do.
Yeah, everything is a plan. Yes, then now he say, okay, the head, when you know say Anes, he go talk or something, what he do? He go after her. We not say Anes good. Nobody forget me wrong here. Anes na human being. He gets in your shortcoming. But who say in this talk today, he go feel him because what he do, then tell us, they not put this a lucky man, not encourage her. But in mistake of peace, he encourage her. She just come and tell her. He encourage. Strata, insect strata. Then tell and say, no encourage this Mother Bio in all listening. So they're all
well, tell like say no more way then tell you say make peace with this snake here. I can't keep under your host.
Yes.
You go make peace with snake, you keep under your host.
Yeah.
And not peace you go
look at strata, they don't amputate her. But Mother, that you foot stay, you go for thunder, you foot stay, go sit down. Nobody need run for you go eat her. By God in power.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you.
Yes,
I believe say una don't really touch on most of the points then will be one for make. So me people them and all the the viewers them, my sisters then this net year today we can for let we can remind Sierra Leoneans then for say history not to just something where for say President don't go to talk boku say Lord we remember. No, not something where we for learn from. If we know for say this where the youth them they not been get employment, the youth them in dead and desperate, the youth them in dead they not get education, now been part of the problem we make the war come, then we for take care of we youth them.
Yeah.
Then where we know say the TRC don't tell we say because the democratic space it not been open, peace no day, then the oppressed opposition. Now that's not been part of the problem. Then we for make sure say the democratic space, it for be open, fair, and peaceful. But not to that they happen. And when the TRC tell we say the governance and corruption now be number one reason we make this warrior come. Then Maada Bioka now in your corruption, he don't take the corruption now to a higher level.
Yeah.
So history and remembrance, not to for say no more than for can't map and talk. Now with actions then they make with the show say we they remember the one the world don't lose. We feel bad for the one the world don't lose. But if the corruption, the oppression, the silent, even the journalists them, if they silence everybody, nobody not for protest against them. All of this they show say Maada Bio in no respect at all, in no respect the TRC warnings them, in no respect them. So a day of remembrance without them reform there, not a healing. We're not a heal, we're not a traumatized nation. Sierra Leone a traumatized nation. So the symbols then they all around with. Without any substance, if they can't imagine before we talk, say, Lord, remember, Lord, not do this, Lord, not do that. Not to that we need. We need action from them. So let we know for say, the person where they at the chair right now, in all respect the TRC, everything where the TRC say will not for do, not the thing they do. It don't destroy the youth them right now, then desperate. The citizens them, will they suffer injustice, but we not for talk. So this nothing not there for remember. The people that way Isela will remember now this honor to them. The people that way Isela will remember the one that way them cut their hand and their foot, then the one that way then die. Now disrespect to them, now insults to them. For them Maada Bio, can't map say will remember them on top of what they do the same thing that way cause them death, way cause them cut their foot, cause them let them cut their hand them. So this now insult, this remembrance the way Maada Bio can't map talk now insults to the nation. So now that me get for close with. Thank you very much, my sisters them. And in all we viewers then we appreciate you now. And we go, look into the comments them. If anything they will need for address, we'll go address them in we next. Opportunity is for law begin take calls them, but we hope say we will do that, in the near future. Thank you very much. My sisters them, when I enjoy the weekend, we would expect snowstorm. So we go be bound now house and I hope say
yes, the expecter, yeah.
Thank you. Stay safe, now be safe and be healthy. When I do some exercise inside the house.
God bless you all. God bless Leone.
We did thank the engineer. We did thank we brother Mr. Prince and Mr. Imran T. We did thank Una for this opportunity and everybody. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.
And please like and subscribe because it's line for no say when I want to come Victoria. So please like and subscribe so we go.
Yes, we also say thank you all the followers there because we don't let now no way we call now all by name.
Yeah.
And we appreciate una support is so meaningful to me. And also don't forget to share. Yeah, we all stay up for Maada Bio.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.